Hello friends, this is Professor Bhushan Manmode from Mechanical Engineering Department. So today we are going to study the properties of hydraulic fluid in our subject hydraulics and pneumatic. Okay, so the properties of hydraulic fluid. As we know, hydraulic fluid is one of the most important material in hydraulic system is the working fluid, and hydraulic fluid characteristics have a crucial effect on the equipment performance and life. It is important to use a clean, high quality fluid in order to achieve efficient hydraulic system operation. Essentially, there are basic four main functions that to be performed by the hydraulic fluid, which is to transmit the power, to lubricate the moving parts, to seal the clearance between the mating parts or moving parts, and dissipate the heat which is generated while performing a particular operation. Now, as we know, to accomplish these properties, there are or these primary functions in the safety and cost point of view. The hydraulic fluid should have the following properties. So this is a list of properties that we are going to see, so one by one each. So first one is good lubricity, ideal viscosity, chemical and environmental stability, compatibility with the system material, large bulk modulus, fire resistance, good heat transfer capability, low density, foam resistance, non-toxics, volatility, low volatility, inexpensive and readily available. Now, this is a huge challenging list. So there is no single hydraulic fluid which possesses all these properties. So according to application, we have to select the particular hydraulic fluid or a particular hydraulic liquid. Hydraulic fluid also must be changed periodically. So in order to that, the availability, and it should be available at the low cost, because we have to change periodically the hydraulic fluid. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the important characteristics of hydraulic fluid and their effect on fluid power operation. Next, in the next slide, we are going to see, so not only the hydraulic fluid but also the fluid that is used in the pneumatic system, which is the air. Basically, air is only a gas commonly used in the fluid power system, which is basically in the pneumatic system, because it is inexpensive and readily available. Also has the following advantages over the other kinds of a fluid. It is a fire resistance. Okay, it is not messy, it can be exhausted back into the atmosphere, but because of these advantages, it does have some disadvantages also. Due to its compressibility, it cannot be used in the application where accurate positioning or rigid holding it is required. As we know, there is a less bulk modulus of the air, very less bulk modulus as compared to the oil. So there is a, because of this compression, there will be the less accuracy in the motion always, as well as in the holding capacity. Okay, if there is any holding tool, there will be a less chances of proper holding. Because of its compressible, it tends to be a sluggish operation. Okay, air can be corrosive since it contains oxygen and hydrogen, as we are taking the air directly from the atmosphere. So air contains the moisture. So because of that moisture, when it travels through the system, it corrodes the system. Okay, because there is a oxidation process, it will corrode the metallic part. So also air is not a good lubricant. We have to add a lubricant if we are utilizing air for the pneumatic operation. So before understanding the various importance or important properties, okay, so the first property is the density that we know. Density is mass per unit volume, that is mass per unit volume. In the SI unit system, it has kg per meter cube. Okay, so we know that the density increases with pressure and it decreases with the temperature. Similarly, specific weight, it is a property of the fluid, that is it is given by gamma, which is weight per unit volume, that is Newton per meter cube. Density and specific weight are related by, that is rho is equal to gamma by g, or gamma is equal to rho into g. So this is the relation between the specific weight and density. Similarly, the specific volume, which is a reciprocal of the density, so it has the unit meter cube per kg. Specific gravity, Specific gravity is a ratio of the density of the oil to the density of the standard fluid, which is water. Okay, or either in the form of specific weight, it can be written as specific gravity of particular fluid is equal to specific weight of that fluid to the specific weight of water, as water is a standard fluid that we be used everywhere to find out the specific gravity. So next we are going to see one numerical based on this. Air at 20 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure has a density 1.23 kg per meter cube. Find its specific gravity and what is the ratio of specific gravity to the specific gravity of air. Okay, so now at particular temperature specific gravity is to be find out. So we know the specific we know the density of air, that is 1.23, which is given. Density of water, that is 1000 kg per meter cube, which is the standard one. So density of air to the density of water, so we are getting the specific gravity. So if we take the ratio of specific gravity of air to the specific gravity of water, as we know, if you have to find out the specific gravity of water, which is density of water to the density of water, which is coming out to be 1. Now after that, if we take the ratio of specific gravity of air to the specific gravity of air, which is nearly equal to 813, so this ratio indicates that the water is 813 times heavier than air. Okay,